Watch out, world.
So, it's just some instant any instant coffee. Maggie and and Louis is right over there. In the bag.
Is it good enough seal? Like this. That's what they're saying.
You can check it out.
Sure. Put it right on the floor. We'd like to pee. We'd like to pee. We'd like to pee.
Excuse me, but
Okay, it's real.
Can I get $2?
Yeah, you get to pee and I get to pee. I'll tell you what.
we gotta pee, man.
Little glasses. We got Ben Franklin.
Hold on a second. Let's pretend. So wait a minute. I got this one. We'll be right with you, Michael. Okay, now. Double bag it, that's it. Wrap it in newspaper, stick it in the envelope, and Michael, what would you like? Okay, he's gonna have a bottle. Okay. Here you go. Now just a minute. We get you a bottle. Please. Only half filled or less. Half filled or less. Because of the postage. Because of the postage. Okay, wrap it up in newspaper and stick it in the envelope. What would you like? Jelly beans? Yeah.
I'll make sure this goes to Eric.
This is money for the
Good time. Okay.
You gotta do it all. I mean, we'll help you, but now you want to put it in the box, and you want to fill it in the box. So that is kind of Bruce? Don't go anywhere. That was his last
It's really thrilling.
Here you go. Return address is your option, sir. Put it in your car, take it with you. We don't want it. We don't even know you. No, that won't fit in the mailbox. No, I might be feeling. Oh, you're We have Afghani black. We have lips of Afghan.
Your people are going to think you're a bit on the sugar if you keep this up.
It's Benjamin Franklin. Hey, everybody look. It's
hair and little spectacles.
Run, Rick. When you gotta go, you gotta go.
And Ronnie's got to go.
Hand up here. Good evening. I'm Dan Blatter for the PBS News. The citizens of this country have always rallied in the face of oppression, and tonight is no exception. Following the great tradition of the Boston Tea Party, people are coming in, donating their samples.
That was it, man. 2 seconds.
Following the great tradition of the Boston Tea Party, these citizens are rallying to create a pea party.
That's my kind of
Try thing.
Oh, look. Hey, Rex, I got a battery wall, it says. I should be running on batteries.
No. Get power in there.
That's morning, man. Good morning.
This is PBS.
Thank God somebody woke me up.
PB and us.
PBS.
So I would rather have that.
What's going on? What's going on here? Hey, you're in the way.
Smoking, so that's okay.
I can't get in the door.
Good evening. I'm Dan Blatter, reporting for the PBS News. The citizens of these United States have always rallied in the face of oppression, and tonight is no exception. Following the great tradition of the Boston Tea Party, these citizens have rallied to create a pea party.
Yeah, come on.
In what may turn out to be a mass movement, and I don't use the term loosely, these citizens are here
What do you do with this?
Hey, is this sound video?
Evidently, you send it to the White House. Is that what you're going to do?
I guess.
Nancy wants some too.
Thank you.
Well, let's go in and see what these throwbacks to the revolution are up to.
Right to the camera.
Would you explain to us exactly what's going on here? Could you tell us exactly what's going on here?
What we have here, Dan, is a people's revolt. We are tired of the government invading our privacy, and we've decided that. Let's try this again.
I know what it's like.
Yeah.
It's exactly what's going on here.
What's going on here, Dan, is really very innocent. The president of this country has asked us for our urine specimens, and we're giving them to him. In addition to that, the people here feel that since this is Nancy's program, we'd like to send her some tokens of our appreciation as well. So what's happening here is the good citizens of this United States of America, of this ecotopia, have decided that we've had enough of our invasion of privacy. We feel that our Fifth Amendment rights have been violated, and we will tolerate it no longer. If the president wants to invade our bathrooms, our bedrooms, our most intimate calling, we will revolt. We are calling for a revolution. We are asking for all Americans, we are asking for all citizens of the world to send their specimens to the President of the United States. We want him to know that this is for him!
Action!
The urinators are coming! The urinators are coming! Quick! Grab your weapons! Please, a call to arms! Bring these to the president immediately! Stop this violation of the Fifth Amendment! Here, good people, please! Grab your specimen bottles right away! Please, don't delay! These must go. There's one on the floor there. Please! The urinators are coming! The urinators are coming!
Tonight, it's a PN.
Please, let's
Tomorrow
stop the violation of our privacy.
could be a
We can
mass
tolerate this
movement.
No longer. Our Fifth Amendment rights are being violated. The urinators are coming. The urinators are coming.
You're rolling Rex, I'm gonna pan.
So there you have it. The question of the hour is to pee or not to pee? The answer is coming from you.
Rolling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Could you tell us why you're doing this?
Well, I'll tell you, I think some people might find that this is a bit vulgar, but we personally find that what the president is asking of us is even more vulgar, and we would just like to show him exactly how vulgar we think it is. You know, he writes on a piece of paper that everybody should give in urine specimens, and then we're supposed to just go ahead and do that. Well, we want him to see that these are real people he's asking, and that this is real urine that he's asking for. You know, in the spirit of the American Revolution, I read the Declaration of Independence and found that most of the complaints that we had back then in the 1770s are still valid today. For example, we had no taxation without representation, and today we have no urination without representation. And we feel very strongly that the time for revolution has come again. And so we are going to, as in the spirit of the Boston Tea Party, where they dumped tea overboard to protest high taxation from the British, we at the Boston Pea Party are going to be dumping something this time, only it ain't going to be tea.
Okay, rolling.
Could you tell us why you're taking part in this revolutionary action?
Well, I simply feel it's about time that we told the administration that it's time they stop pissing on our rights.
Now, this looks like a real revolutionary. Could you tell us what you're here doing tonight?
Well, I'm here because to stick up for my rights. Back when they were cutting down the redwood trees, I would say not one more tree. And tonight, it's about P and President Reagan, and I say not one more P.
The government's drug on wars is just total bullshit. That they're trying to find a solution to a problem. They're not looking at the cause of the problem. Why are people wanting to do cocaine? Why people are wanting to do all these drugs? And once they might look at the our stalemate society that we're in and why people are taking drugs, as opposed to pissing in bottles, it's not going to stop. Pissing in bottles ain't going to stop. It's going to stop people from smoking pot or for shooting heroin or doing anything. It's the way our society lives. We have no relationship to the earth. And because of that, we've become this stale society, and people are turning to drugs instead of turning to the earth.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Over here.
Could you tell us why you're here tonight?
Well, totalitarianism exists because of fear, and perhaps we can combat it with some humor.
Thank you.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Can you give us in your own words why you're here tonight?
Well, the government wants us to take a urine test in the workplace, but this isn't really fair. Does the government want us to take a urine test for Valium takers? How many thousands and thousands of Americans are overdosing on Valium every day? I mean, how does that affect their work? And what about alcohol and all the other drugs? And what about the people who watch too much TV and stuff? I mean, how is that going to affect their work when they come in the next morning and they have nothing to give because they just zombie out in front of the TV? And I want to know, why do they think that just because I smoke marijuana, that's really going to affect my job? I mean, how many scientific tests have been done on that to say that it's going to make me do a lousy job? Some people are more creative and they have more energy. So who is to say what I should do? I think I am the best judge, and my boss is the best judge by watching what I do, not by some stupid chemical test that was designed by some chemistry student that doesn't even know what's going on in the workplace. That's just something about the workplace. I mean, there's a lot more interesting things about this issue besides that, but this is one thing that affects so many Americans. Thanks.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And would you tell our listeners why you're here tonight?
Well, I think any government has no monopoly on or expertise on morality, and I think they should get out of the parenting business.
Out of the what?
Parenting business.
You have to wait for the cue.
I'm standing here waiting.
All right.
You're on.